This session is called Anatomy of a Digital Image, and here we have three digital images that we're going to look at, and I'm going to click on this one first. If I single click on it, I get some information. Down here the dimensions are 720 by 960 and the size is 60 kilobytes. It's not even a megabyte. So I'm going to open this in preview just to look at it, and here it is. The reason that I think this picture is interesting is because it was taken with a cell phone, and they're becoming very common now. So this is a picture of a castle in Ireland, taken by my son over the summer. And so I'm going to click on the magnification, and if we go way into the picture, we see that it doesn't look very sharp. It has a look that we call pixelated. And the reason that it's called pixelated is that each one of the squares that you see is called a pixel, and that is the fundamental building block of all digital images. Notice the stair-step look of some of these areas, and notice how some areas have a coloration to them, and others just seem to turn neutral. That's the sign of a JPEG. That's what we call JPEG compression, and it's the attempt by the camera to minimize the file size of the image, and that's one of the drawbacks of the JPEG file format. Not all compression methods of cameras are the same. So we see the pixels here, and we see that that there's somewhat low quality on this image. So I'm going to close this, and now we'll go to another photo, and I'll open that. And this picture was taken with a slightly better camera. This was not taken with a cell phone. This was taken with an actual Sears point-and-shoot digital camera. So if you have an older version of Windows, and single clicking does not bring up information here. Notice this was taken in November of 2006 at 7 a.m. It wasn't taken at 7 a.m. Might have been taken at 7 p.m. But notice the higher resolution. Notice the dimensions, 3072 by 2304. Well, this is an indication that it's taken by a real camera. And notice how it's 2.31 megabytes. It's much bigger than this photo, which is 720 megabytes by 960. Remember that the 3072 by 2304 refers to the number of pixels up one dimension and the number of pixels on another dimension. If you were to multiply both of these numbers, you get a number in the millions, and that's what we call megapixels. That's the total number of pixels within the photo. So that's a lot of information there, and this comes into play when we make our blurb book. So I'm going to double click on blurb and open up Booksmart, and I have my open a book, start a book. So I'm just going to click start a new book, and I get the sign that says choose your book title. I'm just going to call it sample, and author name Gil, And standard landscape's good enough for me. Approximate dimensions 8 by 10, and we're going to go on, and here starter layouts, photo book. Let's go to photo book, and this is your default page layout, and start book now. We're going to wing it for purposes of speed, and here is our sample book. We're on the cover or the dust jacket right now. We don't want that. We want to just jump right into our page here, and we can choose picture layouts, and I'm going to let's see, well, we can choose anything, so I'm just going to pick a page that has nothing but a photo, so I'm going to choose that. And here we have our spread, or actually this is our single page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the castle photo and I'm going to drag that right into my page, and look what happens. Right away my picture comes up, and what Blurb is going to want to do is fill, because of the template that I chose, it's going to want to fill the entire page with the low resolution photo. And notice it immediately gives me a warning, low image resolution warning. The resolution of this image is too low to print well. And my only option here is to reduce the size of the picture. So I click on the photo, and then I have a little toolbar up here, and I can reduce the size. And I'm going to keep reducing the size of the image by sliding the slider until the warning disappears. And notice now it says your book contains no issues. That means that now I have reduced the size of the picture small enough to where the resolution matches what Blurb is able to print. They want your pictures to look good, and that's why they give you that warning. So for this layout, this castle picture, because it was taken with a cell phone, would have to be either this big or this small, however you want to put it. So let's go to the next page then. It's blank, and I'm going to go to the slightly bigger picture, and I'm going to drag that in, and it's importing, and here it is. And notice how the picture fills the page size, and I still have no issues. That is an indication that I had enough picture, I had enough pixels, I had enough file size, I had a good quality photo to be able to bring in to the page. And let me go to the next page here, and I'm almost done. This photo is a JPEG. It's 65K, and notice it's 1800 by 1193. Again, this would be anything over 1000 I would consider to be a high resolution image. Remember, resolution is the pixel count, the number of pixels up one dimension, the number of pixels across, and you multiply the two and you get your area, and that's the number of pixels in your photo. It has nothing to do with the size of the what size it will print. So I'm bringing this in, it fills up the page, and again I have a resolution warning, and this is a photo that I would have to reduce in size in order to make it print well. It no longer fits the entire page, but I'm assured that the picture would look good in the final product. So there's many indications of or ways to describe a digital photo, and there's dogs growling in the background, and so we're good.